Greetings, gentle viewers!
And howdy, howdy!
We're totally in the middle of fighting the Dark Dragon. Let's keep fighting the Dark Dragon.
Speaking of fighting the Dark Dragon, we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
That is what we're doing. I'm the Opinionator.
And I'm SIEGFRIED. Let's get to it.
We do have to pick who we're bringing. I think Ash is the best call because he delays and debuffs.
Ash, call your machine! Hell yeah! Heed my call. Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
Acknowledged.
Nice.
Finally! It's finally time to fight a monster in one of these.
Right?
I've just never understood why that isn't the standard. If there's giant monsters like cryptids or something, shouldn't you fight them?
Well, people have had to fight them without them before.
Yeah! Instructor, Ash, good luck.
Like, what are soldats even for, if not to fight a giant monster?
Fair point.
It's my turn!
Ah, so it's just the fight. There's no phases to it.
Yeah, just take it down.
Arm, body, head. Looking at it, this is 2 characters and no partners.
Oh no.
Well, it's definitely time to build up CP then. That is not how you build up CP.
I got this.
Well, I guess I got 5 for being hit.
Yeah! It's down! It's mine!
Man, I like how agile it is.
Let's go!
Yeah, it's not some lumbering titan when you're actually fighting it in something else that's pretty big. 2 stars? Are you kidding me?
Yeah! It's down! An opening!
Ah! Gather information! Yeah!
Let's go!
That was awesome!
Man, he lucked out. In Dungeons & Dragons, dragons get 6 melee attacks. The 2 front claws, 2 wing attacks, the bite, and then the tail.
That'll do, Billy.
Okay.
Yeah!
Okay, don't break it, please.
It's down! Come on, Ash! Yeah! Get back! It's mine! Starball Slash!
Cool! Good, good, good.
It's working. Let us push through.
This is suspiciously going very well.
Something will happen.
Yeah.
Don't forget, these things always go effing berserk after a little bit of... Like, in the Divine Knight battles, the enemies go crazy as you keep fighting them.
Spirit! Let's go!
Alternately, maybe this just shows the value of using a giant robot to fight monsters!
My turn! Mess him up!
Thanks for the CP!
It's my turn!
See? Here we go.
Get back!
And delay. It's not much, but actually the delay isn't really helpful at all here, is it?
There, Damon. It might be helpful later.
Eat this! That's what you get for being careless. Yeah! It's mine! It's my turn!
Heh, no worries.
Get back!
Excellent.
Now! An opening! It's down!
Okay, so what's next? Because that was nothing.
Yeah, that was laughable.
Yeah!
Then again, Bakemono Taiji.
Bilio Ripper!
Monster hunting. You do it with the big freaking robots, you idiots. Really?
No, come
Done
on.
already?
This is suspicious.
Yeah, exactly.
Either that or it really doesn't like the Zemurian ore weapons. Here we go.
Is that?
Black miasma?
Be careful! That's what cursed the Vermilion Knight!
Oh!
Oh no!
And the last time a Divine Knight fought this sucker, that's what happened.
Rose, you have it ready, don't you? Indeed. Leave the rest to me. For you to return and spread this curse once more. What a curious turn of events. Go now and slumber once more. In Adios's arms.
Huh. Are cryptids perhaps corrupted divine beasts? That doesn't sound right, but...
Well, that was anticlimactic, really.
Yeah, really. Maybe you should start equipping regular soldats with Zemurian ore weapons, or have some for the next time a terrible calamity that curses divine knights that appear.
Makes sense.
It can't curse a vehicle.
Oh no, but I'm pretty sure the pilot wouldn't be very well protected from it.
Maybe so.
It's back to normal.
Was it really that simple? Sweet.
This is fishy.
This isn't, and there's all the agents that were in there. Well, this isn't the important part.
You're
the
right.
important part is what comes next. This was just a small thing that even everyone was ready for. But as soon as the Black Workshop or whatever
Was all that just some bad dream?
starts moving,
Yeah.
then that's when stuff is going to be a problem.
No. It was unmistakably real.
The pleroma grass has vanished completely.
Perhaps because the root of the problem is no more.
Yeah, cut off the power source.
What a pain in my ass.
Looks like they'll all make it through.
They're pretty beat up, though.
That's good to know, just sort of as a general humanitarian. Again, Calvert is in the right sending these people in.
Yeah, because of how Osborne's been acting.
I see.
Oh, what a relief. I think the worst of it is behind us.
Well, that worked out all way too well, which possibly is the point.
Can we now say that the crisis is averted?
Like I said before, maybe the timeline for this was pushed in order to get it to happen so that it's just not a big deal.
So that it was manageable.
It's possible that I'm looking too much into the idea of the story with a known ending that people are trying to change, and cyclical history or a time loop, but maybe not.
Well, they keep referencing how similar the events that are happening are to earlier events.
That's true, but the world is not a remotely similar place. It also didn't have the Gralsritter and Ouroboros and the Black Workshop running around then, doing whatever plans it is they know.
Well, that we know of.
We know when the Gralsritter was founded.
Oh, that's what you meant.
And we know that Ouroboros isn't nearly as old of an organization as we thought.
That's true.
Yes, most likely. Or is there something you neglected to mention, Grandmother?
It is true we do not need to worry about the Dark Dragon any longer. However, there are still other threats looming over us.
As unhelpfully vague as ever.
The real reason that Vita and the Gralsritter are here is this.
Yeah.
I won't let you wriggle out of giving me answers this time. Why didn't you tell me you were going all over Erebonia? Where is Vita, and what is she doing?
And cough up everything you know!
You don't need to glare at me so. I had good reason to do what I did.
It's because you're so secretive that you always end up a step behind. Like when Vita joined Ouroboros, or when the Infernal Castle appeared.
I like that she's being cowed by Emma.
Not to mention, everything about you is disorderly, right down to your diet.
Now you're gonna complain about her diet?
I have been watching my intake, if nothing else.
Are they always like this?
This is kind of sad.
Pretty much. Except where magic is concerned.
Hey, Celine! Your creator requires assistance. Do something to get me out of this lecture.
Grandmother. Good grief. I do sympathize, though.
And Celine just ignored her pleas for help.
My image of Roselia has been shattered.
I understand you have your mission, but Emma's been worried sick. And I'm sure Vita feels the same way.
That prodigal child might act like nothing is wrong, but she can be rather bumbling at times. I was certain she had come to Heimdall, so I wanted to find her. However, it would seem we have found someone else instead.
Him?
Well, hello, Azure Siegfried.
As expected, that they would run into him, but
Yeah.
here, looks like you called it.
Azure Siegfried.
Probably just here watching, here to clean up if we can't do it, like they always are.
Yeah.
Just like I remember.
How is that even...
Can we all talk now?
Please!
Roselia is here, Crow is here, can we just talk?
I was told, but no, there's no way.
I came to see how you guys were handling things, but I didn't expect I'd get to see a legend while I was at it. The star of Red Moon Rose herself, Crimson Roselia.
What? The heroine in that novel is...
She's a member of the church, and also a vampire.
And also the leader of the Hexen clan. She's wearing many hats.
Is she a member of the church? She said she wasn't in the book, but they were affiliated.
Good point. I guess we won't know for sure unless she confirms it.
Yeah.
I thought she was supposed to have been a bit older, though.
Well, there are some extenuating circumstances. But it's true. That story was based off her.
I have heard of this novel. It seems it was riddled with embellishments, however. While it is true that I have done business with the church, I have never been part of it.
How many times do I have to tell you? Red Moon Rose didn't even say that she was part of the church. She was accused of being part of the church, but that's not how she responded.
But, on the topic of my age, there is nothing I can say that will not sound like an excuse, so I will hold my tongue.
Image shattered.
Anyway, I have no further business here. If the Black came here in person, it would be another matter. But I have no interest in one of his agents.
Emma, why didn't you tackle her to prevent this from happening?
Grandmother! Wait, are you...
Tackle her, smother her with your boobs.
Do it!
There are other things I need to do. We will speak once more during the summer festival. Farewell, Class 7. You may do what you wish for now.
I'm glad we have your permission. Can we all please tackle her to keep her from leaving? Or Crow. We can tackle Crow and keep him from leaving. That's fine too.
Yeah.
Frankly, I'm getting angry of all the, oh, look at that. It's a mysterious person that we would really like to find out some answers from. Oh, there they go.
My word, she's just as bad as Vita.
Yeah, okay, her. If Vita comes by, let's tackle her. Come on, seriously, we're all here. Can they stop us if we want to beat them up?
Poor Emma.
Yes, her grandmother was certainly something.
But her aside.
Yeah.
That was quite the show. Well, since the rest of us are all still here, how about a battle?
Yeah!
Wow, you really did call it. Great, let's do it.
We'll get answers out of you if we have to beat them out of you.
Plus, I got back up to 5 brave points by the end of the battle with Zoro Agriga.
Yeah, that's exactly what I need.
Oh?
There's something all of us are sure about, but it'd be pointless to say it to you.
And this music.
Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Blue destination.
Yeah, I have no past. All I have is a mission and far too much time on my hands.
Excellent.
Let's frickin' go.
So, how many of you are doing this? I don't mind taking you all on.
He's good.
One-on-one? Okay.
Instructor!
Yeah.
Reen!
This won't be like 2 years ago when it was 3-on-1. If you're doing this alone, I'll represent Class 7 by myself.
This is something he has to do.
Yes.
There are some things that can only be said through the clash of blades, even if you are using guns.
Interesting.
Instructor.
Hey, you sure about this?
Yep.
Don't worry, Reen's gonna be fine.
Yes. His blade is that of the 8 leaves.
He's the Ashen Chevalier, and more than that, he's our instructor.
And I equipped for this! I kept getting beat up in one-on-one duels I wasn't equipped for. So I stopped being unequipped for one-on-one duels. You have guns, you idiot! Go backwards! Backwards!
Show me your worth.
Nice. In all seriousness, what I have is Brigid to just keep giving me CP. It's with Brigid and the True Belt, it's 9 per tick. And Dynamis, so that I can restore hit points constantly.
Right.
And a 36% evade, that's not much, but it's 36 and it'll happen more often than you think.
And now, Crow, to show you how far we have advanced, Virtuoso Meat Pie. Ha! You don't have to scan him. And resembles a certain someone.
Spirit unification! Let's go! Raging fire formation! Roar! Healing strike!
Too slow!
Nice. But incidental hits like that aren't enough.
Roar! Healing strike!
Too slow!
Why you got a 10% heal, man?
Arcus, activate!
Yeah!
Ha! Too slow!
I told you about
my
that 36% evade.
It's only 36%, but it hits more than you think it would.
Get back!
Okay,
Let's
not
go.
really worth it. Shouldn't have done it.
Judgment awaits.
Whoa!
Take this!
Ow!
Let's go!
Oh, great! We finally got into the next Trails tradition of make up new status ailments to hit you with.
What is that?
Well, judgment awaits.
Oh, maybe you take damage if you hit him.
That would make sense.
Form up! Iron Will formation!
Okay, fair enough.
Arcus, activate!
Ha!
You chose wisely.
This eye of mine! Awaken!
What the?
I'm up!
Okay, I guess it means that he was able to use that Eye of Baelor afterwards. Maybe? But that thing is gone, but I did burn up the turn. I have no idea, but you know what I do know?
It's spirit unification time?
Yeah, and that would have really freaking sucked
Spirit unification!
if I didn't have Iron Will up.
Arcane Gale!
This eye of mine!
Dang it!
Awaken!
Wait a minute.
Take this! There!
Woo!
Take this!
Damn!
I'm up!
Wait a minute. Isn't that kind of similar to what Ash, like he's always clutching his eye, and he's got that that buff that looks similar to this?
Yeah. Well, I mean, when he uses Unbound Rage, he clutches his eye.
Yeah.
It's so nice to not feel horribly threatened. Virtuoso meat pie.
Yeah. I can keep going.
Not bad. This eye of mine!
Okay.
Awaken! Take this! What?
Let's go!
Take this, what?
Spirit unification!
Let's be frank. I am kicking
Get back!
Yeah, you're beating the stuffing out of him.
his
Let's go.
butt.
Get back!
Now, here I come.
I'm up!
Oh, he didn't heal.
Convenient. Huh. Give me a break. Do you think I am not prepared for this sort of thing? Noir Mont Blanc, physical reflect.
Ha!
I can keep going.
Here we go! Ah!
Oh!
Behold! The symbol of revolt! Cross Rebellion!
That is awesome.
That's badass!
That is much better than his Cross Rebellion in the other games. No, it worked. Okay,
Let's
very
go.
good. This is what I think of you and your steaky crap.
Roar! Helix strike!
Gotcha.
Bam!
You're better than I expected.
Today's the day that mask of yours finally comes off. What's this SIEGFRIED crap? Do you think it sounds cool or something?
Yes!
Well, Crow?
Reen.
I told you it's no use. Come, Ordine!
All right!
You're sure convincing me you're not Crow. Been a while, Ordine. Let's go. Huh.
The Azure Knight!
And as soon as Crow got inside the cockpit, it solidified?
Yeah.
Well, that may be a detail that doesn't matter. We may just not understand that detail or be making too much out of the transparent detail. Or maybe not, I don't know.
So it is.
But why?
That's why we have to beat the freaking crap out of him.
So we can save him.
So we can save him. So we can find out the answer to why.
Let me give you a warning. What happened today was a fluke.
No?
Although, that might have been part of his plan too.
What are you talking about?
What plan?
I'm just a representative. I'm in no position to tell you. Consider this info payment as thanks for the battle.
Oh, you're running?
Don't expect any interest, all right?
You don't want to stick around? We can keep fighting.
You know there was interest on this, right? How much do you suppose you really owe me after half a year?
Yeah.
Oh, man. What kind of racket are you running here anyway? I thought you were supposed to be a good kid.
Wait. Do you really remember nothing? Not even a little bit?
We had speculated that that could be the case. Based on his interaction with Vita, he was either putting on a show or had forgotten. And dying doesn't mean you lose your memory. Look at Rutger.
Right.
Instructor.
Reen.
But now you know that he's lost his memory, so you can beat the crap out of him and brag him off.
Yeah.
He's not hiding anything from you now, so just beat him up. Take him and, have your way with him or whatever.
Perhaps my role is to...
Uh-huh.
What was that memory?
Lumen Alberic Reinford. Just saying, if we have Crow, we can get his memory back.
The Vern Company? Feels light in my hand. And this smell.
Familiar? You from Calvert-Den? Oops.
It's nothing. Just a headache from all the crap we went through today.
I feel as though I missed something very important. No, we're all just tired.
Contacting the Bracer Guild and all other parties. We've arrested members of the Calvert Special Force.
Yes, we averted the crisis. What's your status?
Yep, it's all taken care of. The place is...
We've now entered the endgame. Adios willing, my backup plan will remain nothing more than a backup.
Speaking of which, why don't you talk to us?
Yeah, that'd be really helpful.
Well, Billy, you ready to get your next set of requests and run all over town again?
Yay! We only need 11 more AP. There can't be that many more quests left.
That's what I was going to say. Hope I didn't miss something.
Whew! One thoroughly well-earned rest later, and the frame rate has died.
Why, is my console choking? I don't know what that was about, but I hope it never happens again.
I'm happy to have the opportunity to address you all here on this wonderful first day of the Summer Festival. Just yesterday, foreign spies were identified and determined to be a danger to the public. However, they have since been apprehended.
Or most of them, at least.
Yeah.
I thank the Heimdall Military Police, the Railway Military Police, and the Imperial Army for their work containing the threat.
I feel like there was somebody that wasn't mentioned.
Yeah, but they're also sitting right in front of him, so this is clearly an award ceremony for them.
I'm just saying, he didn't mention the Bracer Guild.
Oh, that's what you meant. I thought you meant Class 7.
No, I mean, politically, he maybe doesn't acknowledge the Bracers.
I'd also like to thank the Courageous for detaining a suspicious ship and the Bracer Guild for their assistance. But most importantly, I'd like to commend these people here before me for their direct and substantial aid in resolving this incident. The students and instructors of Thor's military academies, main and branch campuses.
I guess the choking is because of all the people.
Makes sense.
Like, they have to load way more
than they normally do.
I am Olaf Craig, commander of the Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division. As of yesterday, the total number of arrests stands at 94. We believe it's now safe to say this crisis has been averted.
As representative of both campuses, I, Aurelia Le Guin, am pleased to report there are no casualties or major injuries from any student or faculty member from either campus. The results of their training are clear.
Good job, Branch Campus.
Yeah.
In Emperor Eugen's stead, allow me to give you both the highest praise and thanks from the depths of my heart. Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world. Nothing makes me happier than to see you carrying on the will of Emperor Dreikels with such drive.
Now we shall begin the award ceremony on behalf of the Imperial Household Agency. Will the representative from each school step forward, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Well, he is the top academic scorer, so...
True. I take this award with as much pride as the frame rate allows.
You couldn't see, but Billy was shaking and vibrating.
Oh, I wonder what he said.
Did it make up for everything? Only time will tell.
Instructor Schwarzer, can we get a shot of you shaking hands with the prince?
We heard His Highness took command of the Thor's main campus students.
Well, you led your team to deal with another huge threat. That's amazing, Instructor.
I'm sure the people would love to see a photo of the country's prince and its biggest hero.
A fine idea. What do you say, Instructor Reen?
Yes, though it's too great an honor for the likes of me.
I mean, all we did was kill an apocalyptic doom dragon.
Come off it. Too great an honor for the likes of me. Poor Reen. Being a media tool.
Yeah.
But it's kind of what he signed up for.
Yeah. Why are you there, Hugo?
Hugo might really be an Ironblood now. That would be so amazing.
Oh, that's nice.
No artifice at all in that one. That's from the heart. Oh, Blobble just walked off.
Thank God.
Thanks, everybody! I'll see you later, Your Highness! Or some other such. I'm sure we each had our own strategies, but we're all from Thor's. I believe that you being appointed the principal of the branch campus was thanks to the guidance of Adios. I believe that is true. I am thankful for the honor. You did well too, Major Irving. You handled a difficult situation with ease. I'm sure the field exercises went so smoothly thanks to you.
Yes, I am honored by your praise.
And Randy, to be honest, I don't think I could ever thank you enough. I get paid, so please don't sweat it. I like the detail of Oliver calling him Randy, but they've known each other and they got along really well.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
I'm sure you have already heard, but I would love for all of you to attend the parties being hosted by City Hall and the Imperial family tonight. Until then, we will suspend the field exercises and switch to one hell of an earned vacation and free time. If you do not enjoy yourself during this time, the only suitable punishment is death. Spread your wings wide. Venture forth to Heimdall's Summer Festival.
Woohoo! Yeah, babes! Where should we go, everyone? Don't get too crazy, please! Also, in case of an emergency, you will be limited to the city block only.
It is quite unfortunate that we cannot reveal your actions to the public, as usual. Not only did you take care of the Republic spies, but you also protected the capital from an ancient disaster. Thank you. Having started Class 7 is my greatest achievement and my biggest source of pride. Your Highness, it's an honor.
Oh, you're gonna make me blush. Good to know we're living up to the name then. What's going to happen to the Republic spies?
Well, some of them are very weak, so they will be monitored closely.
But since the guild is involved this time, they'll be treated humanely. I promise you that. I predict that after some diplomatic negotiations, they will be sent back.
We still have some pending issues to deal with, but we were able to avoid the worst-case scenario.
Yes, we still need to be careful. But for today at least, please spread your wings and enjoy yourselves. I'd like you all to enjoy the peace that you brought by protecting the capital from that ancient disaster.
Your words are wasted on us.
We'll make the most of it.
Reen, Toa.
I understand.
We've sent out messages about Angelica and George to every group we could. I promise I will uncover the truth, as well as what led to the Azure Knight's disappearance. As in the disappearance from the military's custody, but I knew they were never going to be able to keep it.
Right.
They just didn't want to admit that it had vanished, which seems like it would be relevant, given the circumstances. So, please be patient.
All right.
Thank you.
We better get going. You're right.
Seeing all of you here is making me dizzy. I only have so much social aptitude and so many people I can remember. There's a limited capacity, you know? Tina, Agate, are you two on a date?
Olivier! Well, well. My, how adorable. I can't whistle, I'm sorry. I can't whistle, what do you want from me?
Ah, jeez, shut up. Don't you need to meet up with her, too?
Oh, are you talking about the one Oliver met in the burrow?
That's my little secret. Don't look for me tomorrow.
Pray for my liver.
Anyway, Elise, are you attending to the charity bazaar after this? Yes, and the princess will also be there. You should come too, Reen. Speaking of which, will you be attending the party tonight with the old Class 7? I am, but not with the old Class 7. Principal Aurelia asked me to lead the students. I'll be attending with the new Class 7, alongside the students of the main campus. I see. Very well, then. I'll be waiting.
Reen! Oh, Elise. Sorry, did I interrupt you?
Oh, no, not at all. What's wrong, Elliot?
Well, my father wants to talk to you, Reen.
General Craig? All right, where's the general now?
Oh, he's borrowing the lounge in front of the VIP room. Do you know how to get there?
I thought I'd just be cutscene walked there, but I guess not. In front, huh? I should be fine. What about you, Elliot? Gonna go check out the summer festival?
Yeah, I'll be at the party tonight too, so I figured I might as well enjoy myself while I'm here. Maybe I'll stop by the bazaar that this girls' school is running.
Of course, you're more than welcome to. Well then, Reen, I shall see you later. Yeah, have fun, you two.
You too, Reen. Call me if you're free.
General Craig, Elliot's father and the man in charge of the Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division. Does he want to talk about the Azure Knight? Or maybe...
Ooh, yeah, we need to know about him.
Well, I mean, it's not the most important thing in the world, but I would like to know. There's a shortcut. Anyway, I better start heading over.
Hey, Reen. Congrats on the award.
Hooray! It's nice to actually see him again, considering that he's been sitting in our notebook mocking us with 0 entries in the character notes section. Alan, what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm here at the General. I managed to catch a bit of the ceremony. Man, as usual, you guys are doing some crazy stuff. You better relax and have some fun during the summer festival, got it?
That's the plan. What are you planning to do for the summer festival?
Well, I'm actually off duty after this, so I was planning on going to see Bridget. we're going to walk around the Garnier District and Motter Park.
That's a good date course. You two are pretty close, huh? They're engaged, aren't they?
Yeah! The only reason we can do all this is because you guys fought so hard to keep us safe. If martial law had been invoked, the whole festival would have been canceled.
Yeah, I suppose so. By the way, is the general in there?
Oh, right, you were summoned. Sorry to keep you.
General, Schwarzer has arrived.
Very well. Show him in. Also, make sure no one disturbs us, warrant officer.
I do like how Alan appears to have become General Craig's attendant.
Understood, sir.
Pardon me?
Thank you for coming.
Schwarzer, you truly did an excellent job.
General Craig, it's good to see you again. And I didn't expect to see you here too, Instructor Neidhart.
Me either, really.
I simply stayed behind to commend you on a job well done.
And now you're gonna make yourself scarce?
I trust you to lead the students of Class 1 to the party this evening. I apologize for the behavior of some of the main campus students.
Achoo! You weren't talking about me, were you?
Of course not, Blobble.
Oh, it's fine. I think that's all part of a good rivalry. Besides, it seems like they've more or less made up by now.
True enough. I'm not from Thor's myself, but that's exactly what I'd expect from the kind of school that gave us Prince Olivert and Major Claire. Not to mention General Le Guin, Brigadier General Bardius, and Chancellor Osborne.
My comrade Mueller is also an alumnus. Perhaps had I attended Thor's myself, I would have ended up a completely different sort of person.
No, I really don't think so.
Maybe. But things happen the way they do for a reason. For example, Elliot ending up in the same class as you.
Huh. When somebody says that after having a discussion of cyclical history and time loops...
Right?
Yeah, very true.
I shall excuse myself now. I plan to return to the division after the summer festival.
I trust you'll take good care of her.
I guess he's not going to be an instructor after that?
I suppose she is an adult now, and maybe I shouldn't worry quite so much, but...
Well, remember, he and Fiona, Elliot's sister,
I'd forgotten about that, yeah.
I will endeavor to be a perfect gentleman as ever, sir. We'll meet again, Schwarzer.
Are he and Elliot's sister? They've been getting along with each other lately. They plan to enjoy the summer festival together today, seeing as it hasn't been canceled. I see. I'm glad to hear it. Instructor Neidhart and Fiona have both taken good care of us in the past. Nothing's for certain yet, so don't get on your high horses and start making them be married and having children. But Fiona is 24 now, so I know I need to prepare myself for her marriage. Eventually, perhaps I can lay off polishing the firearms every time a male comes within 10 feet of the house when I'm home. Maybe. Next week, when I'm ready. Neidhart's my subordinate, and I admit he is quite the man, but I still don't think my heart is prepared. Is that what I'm like when it comes to Elise?
Yes!
I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. But let's get to the reason I called you here. Come, sit. Yes, sir. There are two things I need to talk with you about. The first is regarding the Azure Knight. We had it stored in Giliath Fortress, but it was discovered to be missing from the military vault this morning.
Someone left a giant cardboard standee of it in its place.
Was it that, or was it that nobody had looked? Or was he just returning Ordine there every time he used it?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they could teleport.
Just as I thought. So the questions are when, who, and how. If the machine has the ability to teleport on its own, though, we're stuck. But we hope to be able to discover some clues in the fortress's security cameras. So I'd like to wait for that before taking any further action. Understood. Thank you for letting me know. One more thing, and this is the main topic. I have a message for you from General Van Dyke.
Yes! Hey!
Really? As I'm sure you've heard, he quit his position as principal of Thor's main campus and was reinstated to active duty leading the Imperial Army. Though he was invited to the celebration tonight, he was too busy to attend. So he requested I attend in his absence and deliver you this message. I see. If the Supreme Commander of the Imperial Army is that busy, does that mean... I'm sure you have your concerns, but let's put that aside for the moment. The Supreme Commander has been greatly impressed by your work at the branch campus. With that in mind, he wanted me to speak to you about something.
There we go.
About the former subordinate of General Van Dyke's. Someone who is also my direct superior. Former Brigadier General Giliath Osborne.
Yes! Let us discuss this!
This seems like it could be very useful, practical information. So he knew something after all. Yes, he always looked after Osborne when they were still in the military. Meanwhile, as Osborne's subordinate, I was always trying to live up to the example he set.
Unfortunately, I just didn't have the heart to poke my finger into so many people's eyes.
I think this was before Osborne's poke own finger into others' eye phase, though. So it was a strange feeling indeed when Van Dyke told me 2 years ago that the young boy with jet black hair had eventually turned up again, as one of Elliot's classmates, no less. You knew me when I was young, before I was taken in by Baron Schwarzer?
This seems important.
Yes. You get your hair color from the Brigadier General, but your features are more like those of his wife.
Which is who? Which is who?
I suppose they do say boys resemble their mothers. I would know, but maybe that's something for you to ask Chancellor Osborne himself about. However, considering your current relationship, Van Dyke deemed it necessary for us to step in, if only to tell you what we know.
Because he isn't going to tell us.
If I miss this chance, I don't know when I'll get another. I see. I'll listen to everything you have to say, so please, tell me.
All right, then. Here's the story. About the Giliath Osborne that Van Dyke and I knew.
As if he were a different person, perhaps?
What happened before and after the Hummel incident, and what we still don't know.
Back then, the Imperial Army was already mostly full of officers from commoner families. Interesting to see all these people young.
Yeah.
Among those officers, Osborne was a particularly bright and gifted young leader. He had mastered the Imperial Army's 100 form military combat, and both his leadership and practical skills were second to none. We all expected he'd carry the future of the Imperial Army on his shoulders one day. He ended up marrying late. When he was 35, he had an encounter with a certain girl in a remote garrison town. At first, he seemed a bit self-conscious about the 10-year difference in age between them, but General Van Dyke played the role of matchmaker, and they eventually created a warm, loving home together. Before long, they were blessed with a child. You, Reed. Soon after, Osborne was promoted to Brigadier General, and it seemed both his professional and private life were set. Until that fateful day 14 years ago. The noble officers in the Imperial Army were looking to start a war in a misguided bid for prestige. Osborne caught on to their plan and severely reprimanded them, but couldn't do much more, given that they were fellow officers. It seemed as though the officers in question had learned their lesson, but I burped and hiccuped at the same time, and
It's okay, General. We all do that.
But a few days later, tragedy struck. Please help. Oh, my boy! If he were here, I'd never have this problem. Osborne's home near Heimdall was raided by what were assumed to be Jaegers.
Jeez!
It happened in the middle of the night. They started a fire, and he came running. Next morning, all that was found was a burned-down building, dead Jaegers strewn about, and the body of Osborne's wife. Osborne himself and his 5-year-old son were nowhere to be found, but there was evidence the child was grievously wounded. Immediately after that, Hamel was attacked in the same way, and 3 days later, the 100 Days' War began. So it was the same Jaegers. Interesting that Reen and Joshua seem to share a very specific connection.
Yeah, a lot of similarities.
Yeah. A mere 3 months after the war's start, the Imperial Army had used its unstoppable force to occupy most of Liberl. But due to Liberl's sudden counterattack, the noble officers' armored divisions were defeated, and the war came to a standstill.
That's Cassius Bright for you.
Just when Supreme Commander Van Dyke was about to send in the main division to resolve the situation, Brigadier General Osborne suddenly returned. With Van Dyke's introduction, Osborne met with the Emperor and was tasked with taking care of the Hamel case. Then, a mere 10 days later, the 100 Days' War came to an end, and a ceasefire agreement was signed with Liberl. Half a year after that, the Brigadier General was appointed as the first common-born Chancellor for his actions.
I see. So that's the reason. But why?
This is all Van Dyke and I can tell you. We still have no idea what he was up to those 3 months he was missing.
But that's when whatever it was that happened to him happened. Before then, he was the young up-and-comer Brigadier General Giliath Osborne, and after that he became the Blood and Iron Chancellor.
Nor do we know his reasons for becoming Chancellor, or the direction he intends to take Erebonia.
I wonder why they never talked to him. Well, maybe they did.
Do you really think Giliath Osborne, playing as much 4D chess as he is, would be able to come out to his friends?
No, of course not.
The only one who could possibly approach him about these topics is you, his son.
The only man I can call my father is Theo Schwarzer.
To Osborne's credit, he was there for the ceremony, and he did smile after Reen got the award.
That is true.
I don't have many memories of the Chancellor, and those that I do are distant and fragmented.
Understandable.
But one of those memories is him praying to Adios to protect this child.
That's true.
I heard much about Theo back when I served under Osborne. He told me there was a young nobleman, about my age, who was like a younger brother to him. I'm sure their friendship was the reason he left you with Theo.
That's the impression I got from the letter my father sent me. And I have no doubt the Chancellor's blood runs through my veins. I don't know what exactly happened in the attack, but at the very least, I remember how concerned for my safety he was.
Yeah, see?
As you just said, yes.
Reen, I pray you grow up strong and healthy. Oh, Adios, if you're listening, hear me now. Please allow this child.
However, I can't accept what he's done since then. What he's still doing to this nation. The way he completely crushes everything in his way. The way he nonchalantly ruins lives and sows chaos. It's monstrous. And also, he's planned to invade Calvert. A That's why I at least want to question him. Not as his son, but as someone whose life he saved 14 years ago.
It's not that he's not accepting it, but that he won't accept it until it's earned. Like, not denying it, but instead... it's hard to articulate what I'm trying to say.
As someone with the background that I have, I am uniquely qualified to comment on this sort of thing. For everything that Osborne seems to be doing, it does seem like he has a positive end goal. It seems like he's making himself an enemy on purpose. Sure, he abandoned Reen, but he made sure Reen had a family. Reen didn't grow up without a father.
Of course.
I think Reen's handling this pretty well, because if I was Reen, I would have a whole lot of unrequited anger? But I don't know, because I didn't grow up with a dad. Maybe I'd be different if I'd had a dad, even if it wasn't my dad.
Adopted parents are real parents.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Reen just said, his dad's Teo Schwarzer.
Mm-hmm.
And Reen didn't even know he was adopted. After all, he does look like his sister.
Yeah, he does.
Despite all the things he's done since, I can at least believe in his words from back then.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight's party at the Imperial Palace will likely be my only chance to talk with him. There are so many things to ask. The truth behind recent incidents, his relationship with certain groups, where he's taking this nation.
I am sure that he could talk with him at least once. I'm saying if he were to just walk up to the palace or make some phone calls first, at a minimum, he could meet with Osborne one time. It's remarkable how difficult it appears to be to talk to this man.
Yeah.
I don't know how just yet, but I will get him to explain himself.
I see. Back when we first met, when you were still small, I believed our families would grow close together.
In a lot of ways, you were right.
Yeah.
Though that wish may have never come true, you and Elliot did end up meeting. I truly believe that much was the will of Adios. Do what Van Dyke and I couldn't. Find the truth behind Chancellor Osborne. Make him understand you and your friends' wishes.
Yes, understood.
I'm sure Osborne already understands those wishes, but...
he's being so enigmatic.
There's no way I'll ever like him, but I may yet be able to come to terms with him, I suppose. Later, after Reen parted with the general, many people started to enter the racecourse for the upcoming events. Wow, it were poppin' in there, huh? I wonder where everyone else is. This is Schwarzer.
Oh, Reen, are you done with the talk?
Oh, Toa, yeah, I just finished.
That's great. Perfect timing then. Everyone else told me where they were going, so I figured I should let you know too. I sent you the map info. Just check it on your Arcus when you need it.
You did all that for me? Toa, you should be enjoying the summer festival too.
Well, with all that's happening with Angie, I can't relax.
That makes perfect sense.
Besides, I thought it would be a good idea to give you some organized information. I'll go out after I finish, I promise.
Okay, please make sure to relax.
The same goes for you. Make sure you enjoy your time here, okay? I hear there are a lot of events, so make sure you enter them all.
Okay, will do. I'll contact you before nightfall. I think the new Class 7 and the main campus's Class 1 are going to need to meet up.
Yeah, talk to you then. Now go enjoy the summer festival, Reen.
She always does so much for me. I promised Toa, so maybe I'd better go talk with everyone and enter the events and spend some nebulous point and get some extra bonding. The party at Valflame Palace. I need to be on my toes, and I need to take care of that business for the general, which is an understatement.
Right.
I should enjoy myself during the day and prepare for tonight. I should head to the Imperial Museum, too. Be a good idea to see how they're doing after everything that happened yesterday, and one of these days I will find my way to that treasure chest. Okay, let's go around. Ah, here we go, the tickets. 5 tickets. Well, considering how many heavy things happened in this episode, or were discussed in this episode, I'm actually a little drained. So we will end it here.
Next up, we'll start the summer festival and prepare for the end of the game.
See you next time.